I've discovered another annoying hypocrisy about myself. Maybe hypocrisy is the wrong word, but maybe irony? I don't know, you tell me. But I discovered that I love the aesthetic of nails with like chunky stuff on them. But in reality, they're super You just love the craft bin. He loves the craft bin. I know there's so much fun stuff in there. There's so many fun looking objects in there. And you can't touch any of it. You can't have any of it. It's horrible. Okay. I've gotten a little bit distracted. Not gonna lie. I kept seeing these really cute little like bottle tab fairies, and I tried making one and it turned out really wonky and bad. But you know, it was still fun to make. That's a lie. It was really stressful. It was really stressful and I didn't like how it turned out, and I'm like still mad about it. Cuz I feel like I want to take a nap, but I feel like if I take a nap and it's 8 p.m., I'm just going to go to bed. I'm just not going to wake up. Okay, we're making that crafting video that I talked about. I've tried to organize a bit more, like organize my thoughts a bit more about what I want to do. I want to try to make one charm bracelet. And the dilemma there is that I didn't buy a kit with like just generic links to like create a bracelet from scratch. So I've been kind of scavenging from my earring replacement kit because it has a bunch of like these little silver pieces that you can then create a bracelet from that. And I also have like little pieces of earrings and keychains that I'm not going to use. I'm going to attempt to deconstruct this keychain, at least the smaller bits, because I don't think I'll be able to take apart the large chain, but I can at least take off the smaller bits and maybe use the small links. And it's a beautiful day outside, so I have the window open so you can hopefully hear some nice sounds of like the birdies chirping and such. Where did I leave off? I was gonna do these pieces. These little knots, yeah, it was this one, were part of an earring set. And I actually have them in here, and it was like this, or it was just, that was the earring. Super cute, but I never wore them, and these are really shitty quality, so I'm gonna take them apart and use them for my bracelet instead. I was gonna check that he's not stealing some of my craft supplies when he digs in there. He loves to dig in there. I just have it on the floor though, so that's my bad. I don't have a lot of storage furniture. There we go. Okay. baby? You can sit. Allie. Get on up there. There's plenty of room. There we go. That's what we got so far. Get on up there, sweetie. No, Toast, get down. Get down. Leave him. Leave him be. Should have something for him to sit on. A little cushion or something. Like get up if like he's gonna run away. Trying to go slow so I don't spook him. He's really very stereotypical scaredy cat. No, Toast, get down. Nope, don't run. Allie was a rescue. I got him 3 years ago. He just turned 5. Yeah? Yeah. He'd been in foster care for 2 years before I came to get him. And he had a really nice foster mom, Amira. But I think he was there for so long. He thought that was his forever home. And I think after that, he just doesn't trust anyone. Like, I've had him for 3 years, and I feel like he's just now starting to come out of his shell more and like trust me more. But like when I went to go meet him, she would pick him up and he would let her, and they were so sweet, and it was like not even a thing. This cat doesn't let me pick him up still, and I've had him for longer than she had him, and the only thing I can think of is like, he thought that she was his mom. He thought that that was it, and then I came along and took him after 2 years, and I just don't think he can trust after that. Poor thing. He was just like a farm cat. He was born outside. He was found with his siblings, and they were all named after like similar things. Like his name is allium, which is like a ornamental Germanic onion. It's a flower, but the bulb is like an onion. Get down. And he had a brother named Chive, shallot, onion, like they were all that kind of vibe. Onion was the last one. I felt so bad. He was still there when I picked up Allium, but he just sat there and hissed at me, and I was like, I don't know, bud. I don't know if we're a good fit. And he was an orange cat, and orange cats are always like crazy. So I couldn't, and I was like getting a puppy at the time too, so I couldn't do 2 new cats and a puppy. Like, that was too much. The puppy was spontaneous, and probably a mistake. But Allium I actually saw first. Allium I found on Pet Finder, like the Purina Pet Finder app, before I even moved here, because I knew I wanted to get a cat. And then I was at a bachelorette party in Nashville for my cousin's wedding, and their cousin on the other side, or like second cousin, had corgis. Their second cousin on the other side had corgi puppies, and they made the mistake of showing me pictures of them on Instagram, and I was like, okay, well, I have to get one now. So that was like a spontaneous decision. But Allium I had been planning on getting for like a year, and I was hoping that no one would take him, and nobody did, and I was able to get him when I moved here officially. So that was awesome. But I still feel bad for him. I think he's just had a lot of heartbreak in his little life. I try to be a good mom, caring and compassionate, empathetic to his anxiety and scaredy cat ways, while still trying to, challenge him, get him out of his comfort zone. I built him a catio the other week. He's yet to go in it, but I think he's gonna like it once he does, because he loves the outside. Toast, stop. You're being a nuisance. Quit it. I don't know why I started telling that story, sorry. Hush, baby. Oopsies. It was this one. Okay. One of my links wasn't secure. Shit. Oopsies. You know what? She can come and put on the other side anyway. Happy accidents, right? Oh. Okay. Got it. There you go. Secured, I think. Yeah, I like that better. Cool. Why don't you use the pillow, honey? I got it just for you. Try it out. Okay, he's content to just sit there. That's fine. That's fine. That'll hold. Overbent that one. I think it's fine, but I don't want it to like irritate my wrist if it's sticking out. I'll fix it later if it becomes a problem. I think we're there, folks. Oh, I should have closed that. Let's do a tiny one instead. I'm gonna put a clipper on this side. Hey, we did it! So cute. I can put it on. Yes. Ready. Good. I'm happy with that. I had fun. Squishy had fun. Right, Squishy? Did you have fun? He did. Okay. And Toast is laying on a trash bag. You're so cute. You're just silly. You're just silly. Okay, let's say goodbye. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Ow.